Welcome back to MMA Oddsbreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Trigg. That is George Roop on the other end of the line. I hear your kids in the background. My kids are sitting here too, trying not to be loud, but they will be. I guarantee it. So,
good luck.
Thank you. You know how it is. It's difficult. It's about 8:30 at night. You said you just got out of the gym. What's your training pattern right now? You're about 21 days away from your fight, approximately.
Yeah, a little less than that, man. So basically it's the same, every day. I wake up early, man, and take care of my kids for a couple hours. I gotta, my wife, she works. She has a real job, as they call it, And then, I take care of the kids for a couple hours, and the aunt comes over, watches them. I go to the gym, man, for a couple hours, train, come back home, daddy daycare for the rest of the day, and then hit the gym for another, 2-3 hours, man, when the wife gets home from work.
What's your wife do for work?
She's a professional drug dealer.
Oh, works for pharmacy. All right,
yeah. She does marketing for a pharmaceutical company.
Good. Everyone at home was like, "Oh my gosh, she really is a drug dealer." No, it's not. So what's her hours like? And then, first of all, what's her hours like? Like, is she an 8 to 9 or 8 to 5? Is she a 9 to 6?
Yeah, 8:30 to 5. Okay,
so she leaves the house about 8 o'clock. Gets home about 5:30.
Yeah.
And then, how old are your kids?
I just have a brand new baby, man. She's 3 months old, and then I have a 2-year-old, 2.5, man. So and he's a piece of cake, dude. He's chiller in a van, I take him to the gym a lot of the time with me, and but the baby, man, she's a handful, bro.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. My youngest now are 4 and 2, and they come to the gym with me now all the time. But basically, once they hit 2, it becomes very easy to get stuff done. Before that, it's very difficult. So.
Oh yeah, man. Like the baby, man. It's all easier, from them. So, but yeah, this is my 2-year-old right here. Say hi, Dayton.
Look at that. Your kid is cute. Surprisingly, because with that mustache beard combo you got going on, you're not looking so handsome. I gotta be honest.
You like that, huh, man? Look, I think I'm gonna change my name to Gorgeous George.
It might actually work. It could. It has a possibility of actually working. You get ready to fight Brian Bowles out here at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas on the May 25th. That's right. Sorry, I was trying to think of the date. Break down Brian Bowles for me real quick. How do you see him as a competitor?
He's tough, man. He's a good all-around fighter. I always give credit where credit's due. I don't never downplay my opponents. I always take them real serious. He's well-rounded. His wrestling's pretty weak, though. But, he does have a good jiu-jitsu game, man. He has pretty good submissions. He's known for his guillotines, his head and arms. And, he's a good boxer, man. Doesn't throw a lot of kicks. But I anticipate him to come in and bring the fight, man. But he's nowhere near my level, man. And, he can't beat me. He's not as good as I am.
Did you bring anybody to your training camp to mimic Brian's style in camp, to get you ready for him specifically?
This is the theme here, man. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. It's a small town, and a lot of people want to go to these big gyms and train, and I think it's actually a disadvantage sometimes, man, because I get all the focus on me. So my training partners, man, they mimic the style that I need for my guys, man. I got them throwing up what I believe that Brian Bowles is gonna do on me, and the way he's gonna approach the fight, and everything's geared towards me. I moved to Vegas, man. I trained at the big gyms up there, bro. And unless you're a fucking John Jones or you're a one of these big name guys, man, you're not getting the attention that you really need, man. There. So I'm really happy, being back home and being here in a strong camp.
Who are some of your training partners? What are some of the names?
My main training partner, man, is my Double Dragon, Ed West. He fights mainly out of Bellator. He's been in the Bellator tournament several times. He's a real good, complete fighter. I got Jerome, Chris Carriasso, he's fighting coming up here on the FX card in Brazil.
Yeah.
I've got Anthony Burchek, he's a real good up-and-comer, man. And just like at every other gym, you know, we got some really good up-and-comers, man. They just haven't got the recognition, but they're UFC caliber fighters.
Hey, isn't Burchek fighting soon? Is he fighting MFC this weekend?
He took off today, man. He's fighting MFC.
I interviewed him as well. What a character, man. I really like that kid.
Yeah, that dude's cooler than a fan, man.
He's got a real good sense about not to take this whole game seriously. Like he doesn't stress out about it. He's just kind of like, I gotta punch somebody in the face to make some money. That's kind of what I gotta do. And he's okay with that. And you kind of have the same low-key attitude about yourself too. I didn't realize you guys trained together. Is that where your whole camp is? You guys are kind of laid back. It's just time to go to work. It doesn't define you. You're not a fighter. You're a dad and you're a husband first, and you're kind of, this is your job, kind of thing. Or is it just the way you guys kind of are down in Tucson? We're just kind of almost I want to say almost Gnoli. Like you're almost beat, like Birkenstocky. Like you don't really get riled up about anything.
Well, you can beat anybody, man. Here, man, and we're professionals first and foremost, man. We take this shit serious. We always come in shape. We always bring the fight to them, man, and we're always a hell of a lot better looking than the other guy.
Well, I got to give you some of those. I won't give you all of them, though. You know which ones I'm not going to give you. So, it's interesting to me to have like I'm a father obviously as well, but having guys that fight as dads and the wives have full-time jobs and trying to put it together. If your wife wasn't working, would you be able to survive on just your full-time professional fighter salary as a household?
Last year, no. Before that, yes. I wasn't very active, man. And let's keep it real. I'm a realist, man. I'm a very honest person. I'm at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to pay. I'm getting paid a little better now. But I'm at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to pay, dude, in the UFC, man. And, but it's still good money as long as you're winning. You have to win, man. If you're winning, then you can survive, man, and you can make it happen. And, man, I don't live in California. I live in Tucson, Arizona, so the cost of living here is real nice.
You get to talk to some of those guys like Mark Munoz and Uriah Faber live, Southern and Northern California. And if they're not winning big time, they're not making it because their housing and the gas prices and everything is killing them. But then you talk to guys like us, you're in Tucson, I'm in Vegas. We basically have the same bills as far as the train camp goes, but then our housing and our gas price and our insurance is way less. So, yeah, we're paying about 50% left to survive. So it's a big difference. Being able to make
the cost
money
for Vegas and Tucson is very, very similar.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like the fact that this year you'd be able to, if your wife decided to stop working, that she could actually do it. And you'd be able to take care of the whole family without stressing. That's the biggest worry. And I don't know how you do it. Coming home, in between practices and having to have day-to-day care. Like, they're not taking naps the whole time. They're wanting to do stuff and they're not playing around. Like, how do you get enough rest? How do you get enough sleep?
Man, I got a good family support, dude. My wife is the bomb, dude. She works, man, and she works hard, man, and I support her. She's a career-oriented woman, and I support that and everything. I'm not gonna fight forever, I'll move on to another chapter of my life one day, but not for a while. Let me make that clear, not for a long time. But I have good, I get the babysitters, they come in, man, and I enjoy being a dad, man. Right now having the baby, it is tough, my 2-year-old, man, he's I don't even feel like I have to take care of him, man. I just feel like I chill with him. We hang out.
Good. All right, well, George, I know it's late. I know you're trying to eat after getting done training, so I really appreciate you coming on here with MMA Oddsbreaker, and good luck on the 25th of May. I'm going to be, I actually think at that one I'll actually be there watching, so I'll be able to see you ringside.
Ah, nice, man. You're gonna see a good fight, man. I'm gonna take you to Brian Bowles. He's going down like a blonde on prom night, man.
Oh yeah, I can't. Now I'm gonna have to hold you to that. Now I'm gonna have to mention it.
Hey, I wanna thank all my training partners, my gym Apex out here, and last but not least, the one man that makes it all happen, man, me.
I like how you work, George. We'll talk